And just wait until y'all see that crypto that they up to, twin. They got something cooking, twin. That's why all these trying to, hey, bro, I ain't gonna say too much. I'ma just laugh for right now, bro, because y'all don't get it. So I'ma just laugh, bro. But just remember what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. All right? That's all I'ma do. Is laugh.
It's been a couple of days. I've missed a couple things to talk about, but today we have a situation between Adin Ross and FaZe Banks. And the clip that you saw in the beginning was a streamer by the name of Bruce Drop 'Em Off, who's been gone for a while. And a while back when he was still streaming, he low-key kind of called out that you're going to see some weird shit going on in the space when it comes to this crypto stuff. And he's just going to laugh for now because y'all might not get it, but just remember this moment and you guys are going to see this in the future. And I feel like we kind of there, which is exactly why he tweeted out today to say it's been a while. And before I dive into all the drama, I just want to give you guys a recap of kind of where all this started, because at one point, Adin Ross made a tweet talking about crypto and a whole bunch of people obviously tried to jump on and I'm going to sell you this coin and no, you should go this way. And FaZe Banks stepped in and said, hey, you guys need to leave him alone. I'm on the phone with him right now. And I'm going to set him straight. Everybody's shilling Adin Ross bags right now, trying to get their little piece of him. Fall back rejects. I'm on FaceTime with him right now. We are onboarding him the right way to this shit. Keep your greasy little fingers off him. He's making no moves in this market without consulting me and my team first. Consider me Adin Ross's manager for all things crypto related until further notice. And for those of you guys that have watched the streams, they all got together. It was Banks. It was a bunch of his boys. It was Adin Ross. And they got him into crypto. And unfortunately, it didn't turn out that well because it was reported that Adin Ross says he lost $1.3 million after promoting and investing in Millionaire's Luxury Gaming, MLG, a crypto project that quickly collapsed. He claims the crypto kids behind the project stole millions from investors and have disappeared. The bigger issue, thousands of retail investors also lost money after trusting influencer promotions without full transparency. And for anyone that's unaware, MLG is supposed to be like a gaming crypto and it's still going on right now. And because of all this drama, it's actually starting to get a little bit of a pump. I wouldn't say to go buy anything. I'm not big in the crypto space, so do not take any advice from me. But that was what Adin Ross bought into. And I feel like he lost, like in the moment he bought in, within the time that they ended the stream, he had already lost an incredible amount of money. And a lot of people were saying that people in that room with him, with Banks, were the reason because they saw him buy in. And so they hopped on their phone to sell and make the profit off of him buying in, which is why the crypto shit is weird in the first place. Like there's not many people that genuinely are like, yo, I want to be a part of this. This has a tangible equity to it and we're going to be able to do all these things. I get that it sounds good, but I promise you 90% of people that get into it, they're there for the money. I was there for the money. I did NFTs at one point. I ain't really know shit. I had no connections. I ended up buying this one bear at some point after I had made 1,000, lost 1,000. This bear ended up being worth like $9,000 3 days later or some shit. It was I never saw anything like it in my life. I sold that shit and I left with the money and I ain't never did NFTs ever again. And I feel like that's how everybody should approach it. I'm sorry, but it's not like, as of right now, shit like that is just not very sustainable, especially not meme coins. But there are certain ones, like I think Bitcoin will stay around. I think there's a lot of shit that will stick around. But unfortunately, Aiden got the shit end of this stick. And he did address the scam without even saying Banks' name because at the time, I don't think that he really blamed him.
Yes, Rasmer, I sold Ethereum at the bottom because you and your schemy little friends wanted to dump on stream with me. And I bought a $25 million house something you'll never accomplish. You should pay your taxes with all the ETH that you don't claim. I'm friends with Trump, so when I go to the White House, I'll just put your whole group that you guys don't pay your taxes and stuff like that. So I paid taxes on all my crypto. So yeah, I couldn't get approved for like a loan if I didn't pay my taxes. So I pay my taxes, and I bought a $25 million house. So yeah, you and your friend group fucked up a lot of people's shit. So it is what it is. But yeah, and yeah, I'm a snitch. I don't give a fuck. Okay. Yes, Rasmus.
So as far as we know at this point, he didn't think that Banks was involved, or he thought that there might have been a chance, but obviously when it's someone that you're friends with and there's no evidence, you don't just jump out the window and say some shit. So he's probably just holding off until he was able to find out some more information. And unfortunately, a DM actually leaked, and I don't even know how or why it leaked, and I don't necessarily understand it, but let's just go through it real quick. Adin Ross effed this up. This community dumped on him buying, used him as exit liquidity. His ego got hurt, blamed Frank. Him and Frank got into it privately. Adin despises Frank and spins and drives narratives about Frank selling. Somehow this falls on me, and threads to farm the whole situation spin it into me selling and dumping coins. When I ran the thing up from effing 3 million to 200 million organically, top blasted multiple times, invested a F ton of money and never ever sold. The only bad actor in this entire thing is Adin, point blank period. And obviously being the internet, AI, Photoshop, all that shit, you always got to question if something is real, but Adin did come forward and said the bank screenshot is real. Shit sad as F. If you guys think that MLG being rugged was me, I'm sorry to tell you it wasn't. There's a reason that entire house is silent. Truth will come out eventually. I'm just more hurt on the fact someone I call my brother is behind my back. So it's a tough situation. I feel like the way that Banks was trying to present it, it comes across like he's blaming Aiden, but I feel like he's not saying Aiden rug pulled. He's more so saying when Aiden bought in, the community that was there for the coin, maybe they didn't like Aiden, whatever it was, they used him as exit liquidity. Like, yo, I just don't want to be a part of this. We're going to get out of it. So it's weird that he's calling Aiden a bad actor, but I feel like that's what he's trying to say. Like, he's trying to say that Aiden's name is what led to a bunch of people selling. It wasn't his team. It wasn't Frank. It wasn't any of the stuff that people have been saying. And that really it's just Aiden's name unfortunately carried a certain type of weight that people didn't like and they wanted to get out of there. That's what it feels like to me. I'm not saying that it makes sense that he sent that message. And so all of this is convoluted. I feel like this is some shit that honestly should not be online anyway. Like, he shouldn't have sent that message without having talked to Aiden if Aiden's his friend. And now that it is out there, they need to just get on the phone and conversate, because most likely this is some shit that they could resolve. I know that Aiden fans are probably hating on Banks right now. Banks fans are probably defending him and hating on Aiden. But at the end of the day, none of us know the relationship. We don't know the shit they've been through offline. We don't know how they've helped each other. Like, their relationship goes a lot deeper than all the shit that we see online. So it's really not for us to dive in and say, this is how they should handle it. But Banks didn't like all the stuff that's been going on, and he decided to send a couple tweets out. On the phone with Aiden right now. We're doing a stream together tonight to address all of this. This whole thing has been wildly miscommunicated and destroyed my mental the last several months. I've wanted to more publicly talk about this situation for a while. Sucks any of this effed with me and Aiden's relationship. See you guys tonight. And then he sent another one shortly after that said, I've never scammed anyone a day in my effing life. The entire narrative is unfair, and part of the reason it exists is because my FaZe name is so easily farmed and manipulated. The fact that this is affecting the guys at all is whack. So for the time being, I'm going to be stepping away from not only FaZe, but all this internet shit. It's destroying my life inside and out. Sucks my entire life gets ruined over something I didn't even do. The real ones know. I wish I could say I'll be back, but I really don't know if I will. And honestly, I feel like that's the smart play. It's better that you just separate yourself from other stuff, because if the FaZe guys, which have nothing to do with this, are starting to get dragged, because some people are going to look at it and be like, save the kids. You know, see these other situations that they've kind of gone through over the years, even though these guys have nothing to do with it, but inevitably they could get dragged. So it's better that you just separate yourself from it for the time being. And at some point you could always step back in. But for right now, they could do their thing. You can handle your shit. I don't know if he's actually going to be live with Aiden. I seen some tweets saying that he was, and then some seemed like it wasn't actually going to happen. If it does, I'll definitely be grabbing some clips. We'll probably do a follow-up video if I feel like there's some information that's worth sharing. But Jason from FaZe did address it a little bit and made it clear it's not affecting them at all. Like, this is just something off to the side, but their subathon, all the shit they got planned, everything FaZe has going on is still going to go as it normally does.
As y'all seen, Banks has fully stepped down publicly as CEO. I would say that all the FaZe guys, we're running FaZe. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit being handled in the back end that y'all just don't need to know about. Alright. And I will say that everything that's happening right now on Twitter, it will not affect the group or the future content. The subathon's still going on. Like, we're all still boys. Nothing is gonna change. And that's basically it.
So all in all, I feel like it's just an unfortunate situation. I don't know if Banks is out here rug pulling people. I don't know if he's scamming people. I can't say one way or the other because I'm personally not smart enough in the crypto space. So I'm not here to make a judgment on it. I'm just giving you guys the facts. If some of you guys know more, feel free to put it down in the comments. Break it down. Explain it to me. I'll pin the comment that seems like it makes the most sense, gets the most likes, because I don't really know. I can't say for sure. And I don't know him as a person to say, well, I don't think Banks is like that. Like, I can make that comment, but I don't know him. I don't look at any of these people I see online and be like, because I've seen a bunch of clips, I watch live streams, I've watched them for years. I don't know them. They might be the craziest, weirdest people in the entire world. I just know the presentation that they put in a video. That's all I know. So I can't say one way or the other, but I'm sure the shit's going to come out at this point. There's definitely going to be some addressing going on, and we'll see how shit shakes out. So let me know what you guys thought down below. I appreciate you. I will catch you in the next one, homies.